Hello, everyone, and welcome to the SBI Securities Weekly Wrap podcast. So, first, let's discuss how the markets have been in the week gone by. During the week gone by, key benchmark indices were in a consolidation mode for the first four trading sessions and finally managed to close at lifetime highs on Friday. This was mainly led by rally in heavyweights like Reliance Industries, currently trading at life highs, and post-result reaction to the not-so-bad set of quarterly results by IT biggies like Infosys, which was up 8% on Friday, and TCS up by 4% on Friday. Nifty 50 and Sensex managed to close at life high levels of 21,893, which was up by 0.9% week on week, and 72,568, up by 0.8% week on week. Polycap was hammered 26.3% during the week, led by allocations of the understatement of income by the income tax department. However, the company continues to deny the allegations. Now, the aspects to look out during the next week are: next week, the street will continue to focus on 3Q FY24 results with few large companies like HDFC Bank, ICICI Lombard General Insurance, Asian Paints, IndusInd Bank, HUL, Ultratech Cement, ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank, etc. set to declare their quarterly performance. Till Union Budget 2024 vote on account, we expect sectors like railways, defense, infrastructure, power, renewables, auto ancillary, manufacturing, real estate, travel, tourism, etc. will continue to remain under focus. Investors are recommended to ride the rally in short term with buy on dips approach with focus on quality businesses and stay away from SME companies where there are clear signs of euphoria. Now, talking about the weekly sectoral gainers and losers on BSE. Except for BSE, FMCG, BankX and Metal, all other sectoral indices ended on a positive note. The BSE IT, Realty, Oil and Gas, Auto, Consumer Durable, Power, Cap Goods, PSU and Healthcare were the biggest sectoral gainers with weekly gains of 4.6%, 4.3%, 2.2%, 2%, 1.4%, 1.1%, 0.3%, 0.2% and 0.2% respectively. While BSE FMCG, BankX and Metal were the sectoral losers with weekly loss of 1.8%, 0.9% and 0.2%. Talking about the weekly Nifty 50 gainers and losers. The top gainers in Nifty 50 during the week were Hero MotoCorp, HCL Tech, Infosys, Reliance Industries and LTI Mindtree. While top Nifty 50 losers were Nestle India, Bajaj Finserv, Divis Lab, HUL and UPL. Taking a check on some key monitorable. The FIS net sold rupees 1,212 crores, whereas DIS net bought rupees 6,858 crores in the cash market during the week. Brent crude increased on week basis from $76.1 per barrel to $80.1 per barrel, indicating a 5% increase on week basis. The US bond yield remained stable at 4% during the week. Coming on to key domestic and international economic news. The US CPI was at 3.4% in December 23. The consumer price index in US for the month of December 23 stood at 3.4%. So the numbers were mildly above the estimates. So now coming on to some key corporate developments, where we'll be talking about the companies who reported their quarterly earnings and some other important news. So first is Infosys. The company reported 3Q FY24 consolidated revenue, EBIT, PAT at rupees 38,821 crores, 7,961 crores and 6,113 crores respectively, which was down 0.4%, 3.8% and 1.6% QOQ respectively. EBIT margin stood at 20.5%, down 100 basis point YOY and 70 basis point QOQ. So overall, the result of Infosys was in line with expectations, and overall it depicted good set of numbers. Second, TCS. The company reported 3Q FY24 consolidated revenue, EBIT, PAT at rupees 60,583 crores, 14,695 crores and 11,097 crores respectively, which was up 1.5%, 1.5% and negative 2.5% QOQ respectively. EBIT margin stood at 25%, which was up by 50 basis point YOY and 80 basis point QOQ. So overall good set of numbers reported by TCS and were better than market expectations. Next, HDFC AMC. The company reported 3Q FY24 revenue PAT at rupees 671 crores and 490 crores, which was up 20% and 32.5% YOY respectively. So overall good set of numbers by HDFC AMC. Next, Bharat Bijli. The company reported 3Q FY24 revenue EBITDA PAT at rupees 424 crores, 39 crores and 30 crores, which was up 9.2%, 18.2% and 28.6% YOY respectively. EBITDA margin stood at 9.2%, which was up by 792 basis point YOY. So overall good set of numbers reported by Bharat Bijli. Delta Corp. The company reported 3Q FY24 consolidated revenue EBITDA PAT at rupees 232 crores, 56 crores and 35 crores, which was down 15%, 45.1% and 58.8% YOY respectively. So overall weak set of numbers reported by Delta Corp. Signature Global India Limited. The company reported 3Q FY24 pre-sales of rupees 1,263 crores, which was up 47.7% YOY. The total area sold grew 19.1% and number of units sold grew 8.3% YOY to 1,179 units. Collection for 3Q FY24 stood at 796 crores, which was up 45.9% YOY and 6.3% QOQ. So strong set of numbers reported by Signature Global. So positive for the company. Senco Gold. The company reported its highest ever revenue in 3Q FY24 of 24% YOY and 26% YOY growth for the period ended 9-month FY24. Gold prices grew 17% YOY and 8% QOQ to rupees 6,365 per gram in 3Q FY24, and the company achieved 9% YOY volume growth in gold jewelry and 27% volume growth in diamond jewelry. So overall strong set of numbers reported by Senco Gold, positive for the company. Cupid Limited. The company received an additional purchase order worth rupees 16.2 crores from the Central Medical Services Society. So positive for Cupid in short term. GMDC Limited. The company received an environmental clearance from the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Climate Change to expand the company's capacity from 3 MTPA to 5 MTPA of lignite at Surka and Lignite Mine. So overall positive for GMDC in short term. Kalyani Steels. The company emerged as a successful bidder to acquire the assets of Kamineni Steel and Power India for a consideration of rupees 450 crores. So overall positive for Kalyani Steels in short term. Phoenix Mill. The company reported gross retail collections at rupees 700 crores, which was up 30% YOY, and total consumption stood at 3,287 crores, which was up 24% YOY. So positive for the company in long term. KPI Green Energy Limited. The company received an order for 2 megawatt solar power plant from Sanvaria Processors for executing a solar power project. So positive for the company in long term. So now coming on to pick of the day. So this is one of the product where we have given two calls. So first one is ITD Cementation, where we have recommended at a CMP of rupees 292 with price target of rupees 321. So the company is the amongst the leading EPC players in India, undertaking heavy civil and infra projects. The key growth driver for the company is that the management has guided to clock top line of rupees 7,000 plus crores by the end of FY24, translating to a growth of 37% YOY, and FY25 revenues are guided to grow around 20 to 25% YOY. The company has an outstanding order book position of rupees 22,080 crores as of September 23, which is 4.3 times of its FY23 consolidated sales, and thus offers healthy revenue visibility for medium term. Coming on to the valuation, at CMP, the stock trades at FY24, FY25 PE multiple of 21.2 and 16.1 based on Bloomberg consensus earnings. We believe that the valuation is reasonable given the robust order book position of the company, strong execution capabilities and positive outlook on the overall infra space. The second company is Power Mech Projects, where we have recommended at a price of rupees 4,726 with a price target of rupees 5,201. So Power Mech Projects is one of the among leading infra construction companies based with global presence in providing spectrum of services in power and infra sectors. The key growth driver for the company is that its current order book is of rupees 53,467 crores as of November 23, which is 14.5 times of its 1H FY24 annualized sales, which offers robust revenue visibility in medium to long term. The revenue visibility is further supported by rupees 1.11 trillion investment under the National Infra Pipeline. Coming on to the valuations, at CMP, the stock is trading at 22.3 and 14.4 times of its FY24-25 Bloomberg consensus earnings respectively. Coming on to our next product, which is a pick of the week, where we've given one recommendation, which is Steel Strip Wheels Limited at a CMP of rupees 270.6 with a price target of rupees 324.7. So the company designs, manufactures and supplies steel wheels, rims and alloy wheels for a wide range of domestic and global automobile makers. It currently has a total manufacturing capacity of 23.5 million wheels. The key growth driver for the company is that it is expanding its alloy wheel capacity by an additional 1.8 million units at Mehsana in 4Q FY24. Also, the company will add an incremental 7 million steel wheel capacity via the acquisition of AMW Auto Components through the NCLT route. Coming on to valuations, at CMP, the stock trades at a PE of 18.7 and 13.1 to its FY24-25 earning estimate. High single-digit growth in the PV industry, coupled with higher exports, capacity expansion, and rising share of alloy wheels, are likely to drive the earnings growth for the Steel Strip Wheels Limited. Next, corporate actions for next week. So, for key corporate actions in next week, kindly refer to our weekly wrap report. The link to view the report is shared in the description box below. So, this was all about the weekly market podcast. Thank you for listening.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.